and you have to go for it because you never know what the outcome could be. Like I like her story saying, oh, she wanted to go for someone, but she was too scared, and then someone else got that person on their team, so she regretted that. And so it just kind of taught me just not to be scared and just try it.
Thanks.
Hmm.
I'm glad you got all of that out of one day.
Yeah.
That's good.
Hmm.
All right, Charisse.
Yeah, I guess I'm up next, right? So I got to be there for all 3 days, and I don't know, like since from the start, it was something really great. Like I was really happy that I actually got to make it. I was supposed to work, but I didn't. I really thought that I should be there for all 3 days, and I really didn't want to miss out on anything. And they had a lot of speakers. I had a lot of favorite ones as well. They really spoke about, knowing what your why is and having this servant leadership type of drive. And there's something else I wanted to say. Oh, yeah. And basically learning how to be uncomfortable, getting out of your comfort zone, and that's really like one of the most important things that's gonna make you be successful with Jeunesse, from what I got from it. And knowing that everyone had their own journeys, their own stories, when they didn't really think that they were gonna do anything big with Jeunesse, like they became diamonds and stuff like that. Seeing Alvin and Lawrence walk the stage, it's
Yeah.
like a lot of things that were very inspiring. And if you guys ever get the chance, I think you guys should try to make it to Lead or Expo or one of those events, because it's honestly one of a kind. That was my take on it.
Thank you, Charisse. That was really good.
I don't want to bore you guys.
No, that was really good. Thank you for sharing your experience. Because Lead is really, whenever we go to these big corporate events, it is really life changing, and it really help you change your mindset to see a bigger picture that there is way more out there than to do whatever you're doing on a regular day without any changes in your life. Really reach out for more. Now, so before we start the training, I would like to share a little story about me, because just like what Sherry said, me and Alvin were able to get on stage to be recognized this time. I currently just became a Sapphire 50, which is as a Sapphire 50 cycles in a month. So I want to share a story that you guys probably don't know, but I've actually already made Sapphire since last January. So for 1 year, I was stuck as a Sapphire. And no matter how hard we tried, to set appointments, to talk to friends, try to bring up Jeunesse, it was really tough for us to hit the Sapphire 50. We were kind of just stuck and couldn't really rank up. And then that's why it's so important to talk about the topic today, that what I'm sharing. It is setting goals. Because in the month of November, at the end of November, we made a promise to ourselves, me and Sarah. We decided that we have to get Sapphire 50 by the end of this year. We have to set a goal for ourselves, and not just setting a goal, but we're really putting in the work to make that happen. So today's topic, I will go over goal setting.
Is that my cue? Okay.
Yes.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Okay. It is extremely important to set goals, because without goals, we really have no direction to head to. Our business alone, it's already a new type of business. It's online. We don't really have to go in a certain place, location at a certain time. So how can we keep ourselves motivated and keep our mind in the right track? It is to set goals. Okay, so before setting goals, I want to talk about dream versus goals. So what are the dreams? Okay, it's always okay to have a dream. Dreams are free. You can have dream as big as you want. As a kid, I'm sure you guys have amazing dreams out there. What you want to be, what you want to buy when you're older, and there are no limitations. I remember when I was younger, I even want to dream about me having to be able to fly one day, and like with a jetpack or something. So I was really excited about all the dreams that I had. And what's great about dreams is that there are no deadlines. So dreaming big is okay because it's free. But what is the difference between dreams and goals? There are some similarities. Goals are also free. It's also free to set a goal for yourself, and there are no limitations. You could set a goal as high as you want or as low as you want. But usually, why I said there's no limitations is don't be afraid to set a higher goal for yourself to hit. Goals are also very exciting, but they could be scary at the same time. If you set a goal for yourself and you're not scared about it, that is not a true goal because it is something you think it's easy to hit and you're comfortable. Like Cherise said earlier, try to be uncomfortable. So when you set a goal, it has to be something that you're not comfortable with, something that you think, oh, it's not possible, but really set it high. It's a bad saying, but have you guys ever heard the saying, shoot for the moon? Because even if you miss, you'll land on the stars. So don't be afraid to set a high goal that you're uncomfortable with. Now, the difference between a goal is you have to set a deadline. A deadline is very, very important because without a deadline, it is just going to continue over and over again. You're not going to reach it at a certain time of your life. And you have to have a very specific plan. And the main thing is to take action. Now, for me and Sarah, our goal was to make it to Sapphire 50 at the end of December so we could go on stage and inspire everyone. So we set a deadline for ourselves. And what were the plans we have? We have to set up different events that I can gather the whole team to do. We have to set up different meetings, exact meetings, how many people per week. And then we have to take the action. Sometimes at night off, I have another job. So after I get off work, I'm tired, but I would still push myself to meet up with my team members and their prospects just so I can hit that goal. And it's so important to do so because with that drive, with that mentality, with the deadline, the urgency to do it, you will push yourself even harder. Now, right here, you see the Jeunesse rank charts. I want to talk about long-term goals and short-term goals. So in Jeunesse, I'm sure all of you that's on right now, you guys have huge visions just like I do. We all want to hit the rank of diamond, the prestigious rank of diamond, and become a shareholder with Jeunesse. Now, that is a long-term goal. Diamonds usually, there are people that hit it within 3 years. There are people that hit it within 5 years and so on. So you have to set a goal for yourself on when you want to hit diamond. That is a long-term goal. And in between, you would have to set short-term goals. There's this Japanese marathon champion. Can you go back one more time, Alvin? Sorry. Yeah, there's this Japanese marathon champion, and he always gets first place. And then people always ask him for his secret. What did you do? How are you able to get first place all the time? They keep interviewing him, but he'll never tell his secret. And then when he retired, people asked him the same question. He finally revealed his secret. He said that every morning, every time before the race happened, he'll take a day or two in advance to run the marathon. And then he will set a point, a stopping point, like a halfway point or a quarter point every time. And he set that as the goal he wants to reach before he reached the final destination. Because sometimes when we have a goal so far reach, it's easy for us to give up, to lose our motivation. We think it's so far ahead, we would never reach it. And we slowly die down. Our ambitions die down. So you would have to set up short-term goals within between. Now, for example, if you want to reach diamond within 3 years, you have to cut it down. So in 1.5 years, what rank should you be? Would you be a ruby or an emerald at that time? And in order to be a ruby or emerald in half years, how many people do you need to meet weekly? How many people do you need to talk to daily? How many people do you have to expose Jeunesse to daily? These are something that you should set for yourself. Because with these goals, with these clear vision, I was able to navigate my way through December and finally hit Sapphire 50. And I can tell you guys right now, because I have another goal for this month that I've set specifically, I'm trying to get Sapphire Elite, which is 100 cycles. And I'm already more than halfway there today. So how can we use Jeunesse and set short-term goals? Well, this comes to the second chart, the next chart, which is promotions. We have a lot of promotions in Jeunesse. They're extra money for you. Pretty much Jeunesse is handing you guys the money. It's right in front of your face, and it's up to you to take it or not. For for executive, all you have to do is have one member on the left and one member on the right, and you have $75. If I have $75 in my hand right now and I'm handing it to you guys, would you guys take it? Or would you guys just look the other way and leave? This is what Jeunesse is pretty much doing for you guys. So this is a very great way to set your goal, because by the month of February, before February ends, we all have a period of time to reach either Jade, Pearl, or even Sapphire Executive. Like I said, don't be scared. Don't be scared to set a higher goal for yourself. Become a Sapphire Executive, you get an extra $1,500. It's there for you to take. So use this promotion. Every time there's a promotion, use it for yourself to set a short-term goal. I have to force myself to get Jade by the end of this month, or I have to force myself to get Sapphire by the end of February. This way you would reach your long-term goals a lot sooner and a lot quicker. And I'm glad that Alvin was able to set goals for me, because when we set goals as a team, we help each other to get to that level. And that's why I was so honored to have Alvin be on stage with me, to go through this experience with me. Because if I'm on stage by myself, that means my goals wasn't strong enough, because I haven't helped any of my team members.